Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here, gonna be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1142, The Things I Find Scary. So yeah, cover page, Yamato one-shotting page 1 with a Thunder Bagua. Give back the sword and the girl's Thunder Bagua. Alright, so yeah, getting into the chapter, it says, Miss. Help us, miss. Children are in an uproar. It says, there's a huge snake in the schoolyard. It's Jormungandr, the world serpent that'll end the week. Says pun on Shumatsu, the end, which is a homophone of weekend in Japanese. It says end the week like Saturday. And he screams, says, it's gonna eat us. And he roars and says, everyone get in school. War School staff room says, teachers, it's an emergency. Angie's saying there really is a big snake out there. And says, is it a beast from the realm of the dead? What's it doing in the sun realm? And says, I hope we can get everyone out. Mr. Braid, Breid. Says, let's call the chiefs, Mr. Kiba, the principal. So Braid is the mathematics teacher. Mr. Kiba is the principal. And then Ange says, but in the meantime, the kids are, and then it says, language arts teacher, librarian, Miss Ange. And the kid is crying, saying, Miss is gonna eat Ager-kun. And then someone yells, out of the way. And so it's Kiba runs in with a big hammer and smacks the Jormungandr. And then it just stops. And then Saul comes in saying, sorry I'm late, leave it to me, Mr. Kiba. And he says, final exorcisation. Says translating it says kanji is demonic purification, but is a play on final exam. So yeah, they just smack it into the ground. The kid screams, say, "What the?" And they say, it's the principal. And he says, the kid was like, my back. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the hand, Saul. And Saul's like, don't mention it, but what's the deal with the snake? The kid says, or they yell, Mr. Saul. And Kiba is apparently former giant warrior pirate. But yeah, says kids say, I didn't know the principal was a warrior. Says Mr. Saul is as strong as they say. He used to be a Marine, right? Cool. And Robin says, so these are the monsters of the sun realm too, Saul. Or so there are monsters in the sun realm too, Saul. And he says, you get the occasional wild animal, but this. And then Chopper says it's huge. And sorry. Saul says, sorry everyone, didn't mean to scare you. And they say, thank you so much, woo. And this is Mr. Wolf. And Chopper says, what now? In the school interior, we got Mr. Wolf, who has been defeated. He's all bloodied. And they're like, what happened? And he's the PE teacher. He says, I'm fine, but the children. And they say, what happened? And he says, Ilva and the others just walked off and didn't say a word. He says, where did they go? And then, yeah, the kid says, you're friends with that Luffy guy, right? And then Robin says, yeah. He's like, did he do something to you? And then he, backs up or something. Okay, he just tap. And then someone yells, be careful, Mr. Saul, or Wolf says, be careful, Mr. Saul, the children, don't touch them. And then he looks back kind of confused and says, where did Ilva and the others go? And the girl says, that way towards the beach. He says, sir, what's wrong with them? They looked like they were sleepwalking. And they're all sleepwalking, yeah. They're not waking up. It says, But yeah, we see them just walking in like a single file line towards the beach. And someone says, "Come back here, where are you all going?" And then Kiba says, "Sound the horn, the entire country needs to be alerted." And so yeah, we see an arrow pointing the kids as they're sleepwalking. But Saul's like, "Isn't that overkill, Kiba?" And he says, "Something's off, Saul. Look at the forest." And Saul is shocked, and then they blow the horn. And Robin's like, "Huh?" And Chopper says, "What the?" And it says, "More monsters. Where did they come from?" And it says, Kiba says, no one could call it overkill after seeing this." And it says, "Principal, the kids are passing out. And what's happening? Everyone. Or wake up, everyone." And Saul's like, "What? I don't understand." And then Chopper says, "What's going on?" And he says, "Put me down, Saul. Let me examine them." He says, "Okay, help them with whatever this is. We gotta stop the other kids and get them to safety." And then meanwhile, in the realm of the dead, says, Loki says, "Did you think just keeping one sea stone shackle on will be enough to sap my strength? How naive. If you care about keeping Elbaf safe, remove the last shackle. Rest assured, even in my current state, I'm far from helpless." And then yeah, we see like the size difference where Loki is compared to Harviden. Luffy says, "You." Sanji says, "What's his deal?" And then Loki says, I'd hurry if I were you. If I strike, the flames will rage. You know about Elbaf's greatest weakness, right? I will wipe you all out." And then Hardin says, "Stop it, Loki," as he smashes Ragnar into the tree. And then yeah, lightning just from the sky just hits the tree. It causes a fire. Someone says, "What was that, lightning?" And they say, "Elder Jarl, a fire is broken out in the south." And he says, "I heard the horn blare too. This is bad. Put it out." Back to the war school. Someone says, "Mr. Saul, principal, all these monsters, I recognize them." And then he says, "Are you serious, Angie?" Or Ange. And she says, "It was just earlier today." It says, "It's Loki. He can use his hammer to destroy the world." And someone says, "Nuh-uh, the one who's gonna do that is Nika." So yeah, kid draws Nika. So one kid drew Loki, one kid draws Nika, and they say, "Hey, look at mine. I drew Loki because he's the scariest." And this is, "No way, Fenrir is the most frightening." And Ange is like, "Don't stand on the table." And one girl says, "No, it's ghosts. It's Draugr, a storm, Needhog, Jormungandr, my mommy." And Ange is like, "Are you kids finished?" And then I guess Ilva, is this girl, says, "Miss, thinking about this stuff is going to give me nightmares." And then, yeah, she says, "Sorry, Ilva. But these drawings or writing exercises really let your personality shine. Says, each of you has a unique perspective and your imaginations are amazing." And Andy says, "All the beasts are the things the kids fear the most." And then, yeah, Kiba's like, "That's crazy." And it says, "This is their nightmare world." And yeah, we get this awesome double page of just all these creatures. And then, yeah, says, "All right, that should do it." Forget their name. Killingham. Yeah, Killingham. Says, someone says, "Yep, good work, Killingham. I'll let it out once the runts reach the ship. Do you think they'll be able to get them back?" And then, yeah, it laughs. Says, "To love is to inevitably hurt one another. Ain't that right, Gunko? What scares you the most?" And she says, "Nika." It's Elbaf in turmoil. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy this video. If you did, then leave a like on it, sub to this channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. So